Thank you so very much for being patient with us. Gracefully, my light just came back on. And sincerely, I'm grateful for your patience for this program to come on. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. So tonight, our resource person is in the person of Mrs. Philippina Naa O Agbeadzi. She is a fully certified She is a fully certified clinical psychologist with the Ghana Psychology Council, a member of the Ghana Psychological Association, and an associate psychologist at Psych App Business Solutions at the University of Ghana, Legon, where she attained both her bachelor's and master's of philosophy in clinical psychology. She is the host of the psychological talk show on Akini Radio, that's 96.7 FM in Pando, and shares educational videos on mental health via her TikTok handle, Phila Agbeadzi, and on Facebook, Petfield's Wellbeing. We'll be grateful to have you share, like, and follow her on these respective platforms. Currently, she is a part-time lecturer at College of Counseling and Psychology, now Oheneba Dunyo University College of Counseling and Psychology. She is a lady minister in Gospel Light International Church, Pandu. Lastly, she is a wife and a mother of two children. That's an amazing boy and a girl. Mrs. Agbeadzi, please, you may kindly proceed with your presentation. And once again, we sincerely apologize for the late start and any inconvenience caused. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Amalabi. I'm so grateful for this opportunity given to me to present on this program. That's the Purple Wellbeing Show. Thank you so much. And to our audience, I'm most grateful for your patience. We all kept the patience alive. So I'm most grateful to you all. And I believe that you would all enjoy the presentation. We all learn from it, and it will shape our lives. Yes. I believe most of us have heard about stress. And so we're looking at managing stress during the festive season. As we all know, we are getting closer to Xmas and New Year. And it will amaze you that there are a lot of, situations that comes with it. There are a lot of challenges during these particular times. People will tell you that, oh, this is the time that they are supposed to relax because they will not be going to work and they'll be on Xmas, or let me say festive season, holidays and leave. So they will have this time to relax more of the time. But it will amaze you that they do not rest during this time. This rather, a time of, to do a lot of things that you haven't even planned for. That is where the discipline comes in. So let me take you through what stress is about. So stress can be defined as a state of worry or mental tension caused by a difficult situation. Okay, so most people experience stress in so many ways, okay, but it depends on the degree to which individually you may experience the stress, okay. So someone may ask that, okay, so does it mean that if I'm thinking too much, I'm stressing up? Yes, it's possible. So stress, the layman may always think that stress is all about doing a hard work or something that puts so much pressure and tension on you. It's not only that, but even in the mind, you can be stressed in the mind. So how do you get stressed in the mind? So you are thinking about a particular event or a particular occasion. You are thinking. How is it going to be like? How am I going to go about it? hey, it's getting closer and people are already planning and I'm not really getting it. How do I go about it? Probably you may be having a couple of challenges such as financial challenges, emotional issues, and all that. And you feel like you are not stable-minded. You're not, I mean, you don't know how you're going to go about um, celebrating the Xmas, especially during this time. So as I said earlier on, everyone experiences stress to some degree, but the way we respond to this thing called stress may be different. Okay, there are people that they will tell you that me, I can stand pressure. Oh. Huh. But there are people that will tell you they can't stand pressure. Some will not even tell you, but they know what is going on within. Okay, so WHO pinpointed that everyone experiences stress to some degree, but the way we respond to the stress is different. So this also throws more light why we should not compare ourselves to others. Okay, be yourself. Okay, so let's go on. The festive season is a busy time, okay, for people, especially those Ghanaians. I believe that the audience I have here, most of us are Ghanaians, okay. But let me tell you, when you travel out, when you go to the states, United States, and other countries, they really do a lot. That's where you will see most of them, families sending other family members hampers, dinner, celebrations also are also, some of us are also into it. It will amaze you that a lot of Ghanaians don't really think about this festive season. They don't really care. It's like a normal day. But looking at other countries, you realize that they are really taking it as a World Cup. So from everyday stresses, such as working long hours to fighting traffic. Oh, traffic, it's also a stressor. In case you don't know, it's a stressor. Seriously. So it stresses a lot of Ghanaians. Recently, when you run through the Afienya Road, the Winya Road, there, you realize that the traffic is not easy at all. You can just, I mean, you can bear with me that the traffic there is really stresses, people a lot. So working long hours to fighting traffic, caring for aging parents, paying of bills, like the electricity bills of late. And a whole lot of incidents, you know, aside all this, you now have to still go through festive season stress. So there are a whole lot of stress on, individuals. Depending on how well you manage your stress also counts. It really, really, really counts. You need to manage stress. So get there on how to manage your stress. Also, stress has a particular impact on women. Okay, so a little research I did shows that women, we have a higher, stress has a higher impact on us a lot as compared to the men. Yes. And you can, agree with me that women, we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do, even in our normal day life. Okay. We have so much that we do, that we get involved in. A friend is getting married. We want to support her. So we take her around, we take her to town, we support her, we support, during celebrations. We'll go and cook, help to do so many things. So women actually, we experience a lot of stress, especially these festive seasons. Sometimes a friend knows that you're a good cook, would give you an order to cook something for, a family party. You have to do your best. I mean, put in your best and all that, you know. it all brings a lot of stress. Even the thinking and planning for programs, for events, especially during these times, brings a lot of stress on women as compared to men. Okay, this is a brief overview. So, festive seasonal stress, however, has an impact on lower middle income individuals. So what am I saying here? If you are here, you're not earning so much. You are not earning so much. Your salary is not satisfactory, or your salary is not encouraging. Okay, realize that during this festive season, a whole lot is going on mind. Okay, this group of people, okay, feel the weight of stress from work, plus the seasonal rush to find time to get everything done. So, and even in addition, your worries about money are heightened because you are seeing a lot and you have to get a lot during this time, but it's impossible because of your finances, or because of your level of income. But there are pressures around you. So I mean, assuming that you are living in a community whereby people take this festive season as a World Cup, and you are living there, you are also a citizen, or you're also a member of that community. You feel a check already. Wow, their income may be better, far better than yours. So this is where the stress comes in. You have a lot to think about. You have a lot to work on. It becomes difficult for you, that it becomes so unbearable. So this is one of the stresses that a lot of people go through. Another thing to look at is emotions. Okay, so your emotions at this time run high during this few. Okay, so why am I saying emotions? How does emotions come to play? Okay, so in certain countries, it has been reported that feelings of love, happiness, and high spirits. Okay, you feel very high in spirit. You feel like, hey, let me over enjoy and all that. The most important aspect of the festive season, opportunities to reconnect with friends and family. Okay, so during this time, you have that feeling that you want to connect with friends, with family members, with people around, get to know more people, and you feel this extraordinary happiness during this festive season. Most of us can attest to the fact that these days it's like you feel the Xmas all over. You feel the whole season. You are all in it. That's so you feel this happiness. You feel that they're going to see new things. You're going to see a lot of people enjoy. You are going to, experience a lot. And that feeling, it just keeps rising. It just keeps rising. So these are some of the, um, you know, uh, basic stress people go through. But coming back to today's um, talk, we're looking at how to manage our stress during the festive season. Okay, and our main focus is on singles and married. So, how do singles have to, or how do the singles have to manage their stress? How is it possible? Do they even have stresses? That is another question one may ask. Do single people, or people that are not married, do they have stress? Do they go through a lot of stress? The question is, do they go through a lot of stress? And my answer is yes. So as a single person, okay, you go through a lot of stresses, and especially during the festive season, these stresses could be very, 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 very unique. Okay, so there are some of the stresses they go through. First of all, they experience social stresses. Social stress, so stresses are related to your society socially. These are stresses that comes from your society. So social pressure, to be in a relationship. That's where the feeling rises. Most of these singles, most of the single girls, single guys, okay, they feel like, hey, if I have a partner, oh, like by this time, we'll be going out, we're going to swim, we're going to places together. I'll also feel like, yes, I have somebody that I'm, celebrating with. Okay. So feeling like you need to be in a relationship rises mostly during this time. So that's one of the social stresses. Another social stressor is family gatherings and so many questions that will be coming from your family members. So during this time, you know that a lot of family members, will be throwing um, out a lot of invitations to, to come celebrate together. Oh, come home. It's the end of the year. Why don't you come home? Let's see you. Let's talk. Let's get to see ourselves again and have fun. When you go as a single person, one of the social stresses that you feel is that, they'll be asking you questions. Why are you still single? Some of these questions may come to play. Why are you single? Why are you not befriending people? Are people not proposing to you? This kind of questions normally comes. Some may even mistakenly. I remember there was a time that I was young, and let me see, when I was in my early youthful stages, and I was not eating. Okay, so there was even the program like this. I went, we met with family members, and then one elderly woman asked me that, so how is your better half? And I said, oh, I could not even say anything because I felt a bit embarrassed because I was in my early 20s. And yes, obviously, you are expected to be getting married or, seriously dating or something should be happening around. But, I acted very, very, very mature. That's why I knew that maturity is not all about age. So I realized that it's a great stressor, and it just kept scaring me off, during family gatherings like this or gatherings with friends and all that. Okay, so another social stress is, couple-centric events. So where you go to a program and realize that, hey, maybe, there's a youthful program that has been organized by your church or maybe by the society. You realize that you go and the tables that has been set in with the chairs, you realize that most of them are having couples are occupying most of the tables. So you realize some of the couples with their kids, some couples also are there without kids, and you have to join a table. Wow, it's something else. So when it happens like that, you feel stressed. Sometimes you can't enjoy your meal. You have to quickly do something about it. So these are some of the social stresses I have walked you through. Now, another stressor is emotional stresses. And with that one, first of all, is how you feel. It's about you. So you agree with me that sometimes you are stressed not because of what somebody or you are seeing outwardly, but because inwardly you are feeling it. You have a feeling of isolation, feeling of loneliness. You feel lonely. I mean, during this time, still haven't grabbed a partner. Okay, is another thing also with emotional stress. So feeling lonely, you feel even disconnected more from others. So this kind of feeling is going on with you. Probably the people around you getting in inwardly. Okay, that's what comes to play usually with your emotions, especially during this time. And the emotional stresses is comparing yourselves to others. So you have that feeling of comparing yourself. You sit down quietly and ask yourself, am I not beautiful enough? Am I not crashing on me? So what about church guys? So won't anybody give me maybe even a blind date? Somebody should just do something. You ask yourself questions. But this lady is not as beautiful as myself, but she's even getting a date to go out. What about me? Comparing yourself. Because during this time, it really happens a lot. During the festive season, it happens a lot. These are stresses. Okay, so these are, what I would say is that they are not. It's a normal feeling. Okay, it's a normal feeling. Get into that situation. Understand what I'm talking about. So it's not abnormal. That is it. It's not abnormal. Okay. And it will amaze you that this kind of comparisons, okay, it's set in through social media. So a lot of people start comparing themselves, okay, on based on what they see on social media. They see a lot of people posting, pictures with guys, with ladies. I mean, sometimes they've gone to the poolside and they're having a good time with their partners, and they feel like, hey, so if I'm a single crowd, won't any guy want to just go out for once? And you begin to feel that way, that you are not part of, you are inadequate, you are not beautiful enough, and all that. Another thing to also look at is the fear of being single forever. So, as there is going to an end, somebody would think that somebody who is single will even be busily thinking that if from January I've not been able to get a date or get a partner, then there is no other time for me. There's no other opportunity. I think I'm going to be single forever. So worrying that you will never find a partner or experience romantic love is also a stressor. It's also a stressor. Trust me, it's a stressor. So let's look at practical stresses. Okay, it's another point to look at. So first of all, financial stress. During the festive seasons, we realize that a lot of money is spent. A whole lot of money is spent because prices of things begins to increase. Okay, it increases a lot, and that's still because of the stress on you of you trying to meet meet up with the season of what I mean, whatever this is expecting of us. You have to buy firstly, spend. You by firstly have to spend. So financial stress comes to play here. In the case you are alone, you are single.
Hello.
Here's the case you are alone and you are hello.
Yes, please. So we have just 4 minutes where the session will end, but then we'll have to please let's rejoin when it goes off, please, so that it continues.
All right.
Thank you very much. So please rejoin back when the call drops again. We just joined back. The room will still be open. We have barely 3 minutes to go. So once it goes off, we'll rejoin again. Thank you so much again. Yeah. Miss, please you may proceed.
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Thank you. So, there's a financial stress. Okay. You are doing everything alone. So you want to go on vacation. It's on you. You don't have a partner to support you. You want to buy these beautiful dresses for. I mean, if you were to be having a partner, oh, your partner could have surprised you during this festive season, could have bought you a pair of shoes or something. but you have to do everything yourself. So there's the time where a lot of singles experience, a lot of financial stress. Okay. Secondly, traveling and seek for accommodation. Okay, what am I saying here? Figuring out where to go and stay during the festive season, especially if you can't or don't want to go home or you don't want to stay home. It's really difficult. Okay, it's really difficult for you. So you have to fend for everything, fend for your probably your accommodation. If you want to go to a hotel, you want to go for vacation somewhere, you definitely have to go stay in a room. So you have to get some support. But here's the case: you are alone. So this, a lot of sales go through, or maybe you want to travel. You want to, there are situations that when you feel lonely, sometimes dissociating yourself, okay, it's also very good. So when you are lonely, you feel lonely, or you're type that you are always isolated and you are single, it is even best for you to um, dissociate yourself a bit. So sometimes when they think about dissociating themselves, then they think about, hey, how do I go about it? I'm all alone. And that is where the stress even comes to play more. So for the sake of the time, let's move fast. So also we have internalized stresses. Okay, and these are societal expectations and stigma. So you are stressed, like what people expect. It's an expectation of people that even if you are not married and you are a single person, at least, more, you should have more friends, and even you should have admirers, okay, that are ready to come around you, especially during this festive, or even during this festive season. It should be a very good time for you to grab, your own, grab a partner. But people will be you, but this lady, this guy, why? He's still, it seems he's still alone. And people are going to the beach, and it's like you are all alone and you are not going anywhere. You are just home, or you are just always confined. Okay, now you feel stigmatized. You feel that stigma, that this thing. So I'm going to, I'm proceeding to another year without a partner. So all this, you feel stressed internally. You feel stressed internally. You need to be in this situation and you understand what I'm talking about. Just not about talk. Okay. So this is one thing